Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1343rd edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Good evening, traders. This video coming to you on a Sunday evening, early Sunday evening for trading Sunday through Monday, July 13th, 2015. You're looking at the emini S&P daily bar. We'll get to the chart in just a moment. Please remember, futures trading is extremely risky. Futures trading is not suitable for all traders. You absolutely have to have money to lose in order to play this game. Futures trading is not suitable for all traders. Never trade without stops. Know this is a dangerous game. Be a serious professional if you're going to do this for a living. All right, traders, so where are we? For trading Sunday through Monday, and that would be July 13th, E-mini S&P, I'm going to bring you a familiar chart. Traders, last week I brought you this chart. I brought you this chart on this very day, right here, in fact. None of these other bars existed, so let's bring you back to where we were when I brought you the chart. And I basically said I have found the timing pattern that I've been waiting for a while. It looks like it is about to go. On that timing pattern, it looks like it is about to go. And let's see if it's going to be one exactly like this. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then the blast off takes place. These are not Elliott waves. I do not count Elliott waves. I do not subscribe to chasing my tail until my feet fall off. This is about a pattern I've been actually waiting for, and really it's more geometrical. If you just look at this, it's almost like an L shape right here, right? An L shape, boom, boom, from the 2, 4, 6. Here you have almost a flat, not quite, but almost a flat, a little bit jiggity, but here you have an L shape. Up here you've got the L shape, and you know it's invisible, but see if you can visualize. And here a little bit jaggedy, down here slightly lower than we expected, but I brought this to you and I said, according to my timing pattern, we should end up coming up for this one and coming up here. So in the beginning of the week, I basically said one right here, we would start to head up, and it should look like this when the week is over. My apology comes out to you now, OMNI, because instead of following this pattern, I muffed up the entire last 3 days of last week. I sincerely apologize. I absolutely cost all my OMNI 2 or 3 days of bad trades. My apologies. I don't know what to say except for this. The Omni would not turn bullish to let me take this formation until finally Friday afternoon, but this is what happened since. We hung around in this area, absolutely, and let me just squash this down so it looks a little prettier. We hung out in this area, absolutely, positively. But look what we did. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're starting to take off. So it is actually starting to work, and this is what should come next. Last week, I actually avoided taking the trades, and it turned out to be a few good straight-up days that we didn't get involved in because we were taking the Omni and trying to go short. Once again, I apologize for that. This week, I am respecting this formation. I kid you not. I will respect this formation this week until it breaks. I will follow it towards the upside. Now, if it was just my wacky idea of a formation, me following something like this maybe doesn't make sense, right? It's just the way I see things. So you go from 1 to 2 down here, up there, up to 6, 7, and then finally 8. Then I think I see it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I'm just a crazy person, right? Maybe I'm just a nut that thinks he sees something. And how could these numbers mean anything anyway? So let's look at this chart in another fashion. Now let's look at this chart in something called the four-legged bottom. Here comes a lesson. Pay attention. Old-fashioned stuff, kids. If you don't know about a four-legged bottom, you don't know about analysis. A four-legged bottom generally states if you have a market that's starting to go down a little bit and it has 4 days where it looks like it is especially going higher, which is even better. But if you have 4 days that seem to put 4 legs in, visual legs, you tend to bottom out. So let's go back. 4 legs, you bottom out. See this little rectangle? I'll make it a little darker. 4 legs, we bottom out. I'm going to take that now and move it with me. 4 legs, we bottom out. 4 legs, we bottom out. 4 legs, we bottom out. 4 legs, you bottom out. 4 legs are in. Are we bottoming out? Now, I have a pattern that's supposed to tell us, yes, we're going all the way up to this guy eventually, and probably up to here sometime this week. But the markets have been bearish as can be, and this, if you ask me, you couldn't ask for a better bear flag. So what are we supposed to do now? Look at this. You could not ask for a better bear flag, right? 1, 2, 3. Let's just build this up a little bit. What more could you ask for than this? I mean, if this doesn't look like a bear flag to you, then probably you're not paying attention to what bear flags look like. So we've got this massive bear flag, and it is building at the 200 ball moving average. Which formation are we supposed to go with? I say, let's take the bear flag away for now. We will absolutely hold it for tomorrow if we need it, one day at a time. Let's respect the formation, because had I respected it last week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday would have brought us 3 winning days instead of us being tagged. Let me repeat that. Had I respected this formation, I brought this out to you on a Tuesday, on Monday night for Tuesday last week, and said I expect this to go up to number 8, like we did here. All the way up to number 8 now. We're at 7. It's time to go to 8. And instead, the market came down the very next day. Omni ended up on the short side. Wrong. Omni was wrong for Thursday and Friday. So again, I'll apologize for that, but hey, we were right for 25 trades before that. I'm not going to apologize for those. I will apologize for the losing ones. So in any event, we had 2 losing days anyway, even though I came out on Monday and said this formation means we're going up. And in fact, we weren't long for it. So we will respect it. As I have already said twice, we will respect this formation this week unless somehow you start to crack and get underneath it. I expect the market to move higher. So we're going to start off Sunday through Monday by buying a big dip. And let me just reiterate, buying big dips. That does not mean a teeny little dip. We are buying big dips. Big, right? I'll make it nice and big for you so that you do not misinterpret this. We are buying big dips in this market. If we can, we'll look for a nice pullback, and then we'll try to get long this thing. I am not jumping right in. I am not buying the first dip. It has to be a big dip, and then we'll see what happens. Again, I do recognize the bear flag, but we have this gap here, kids. Don't forget about this gap. There's a lot on this chart. It's the only chart I'm going to show you. Don't forget about this gap here, and gaps are rare occasions on the U.S. indices charts. You've got a gap right here. Will we go up and fill that gap up to 83, up to 86.5? Probably. If nothing else happens, we get long somewhere, we go up and fill the gap, bail out, and see where it goes next. That's plan 1. Let's hope it works. But those 4-legged bottoms do tend to work out. 4-legged bottom, 4-legged bottom, 4-legged bottom, 4-legged bottom. You want to cheat and put this one here? You got another 4-legged bottom style thing right here. You know, a little bit different, but still the same principle. 4-legged bottoms do come into play. We've got one here. And that wacky formation, the gap above us. Let's go with buying the big dips, and we'll see where it goes. Traders, I'd love for you to come out to livewithoscar.com. Come to my free trading rooms. Don't trade alone. I've got live chat rooms that are free. Come to the live chat room, and I will show you these charts and how I view handling the trades throughout the trading day. Always try to keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with that is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Traders, rock and roll, and I'll see you all at livewithoscar.com.